Hey, welcome back to Food to Eat Kitchen. I've got Simon Ely with us here today. He's going to cook us goat's cheese. What do you got for us, mate?
Well, Bevan, goat's cheese, everyone's favourite. People love to cook with it. It's got really good variety in relation to it can be sweet, it can be savoury, you can use it by itself. It's just such a wonderful texture.
Sounds beautiful, mate.
Excellent.
Let's get cracking, will we?
Absolutely. Cracking is a good word. We firstly we crack egg whites and we add these to our mix.
Right.
To our mixer. Apologies. Get that in there. KitchenAids are a really great tool to use for egg whites and any of the beating process.
Okay, right.
So if we get that started first.
What sort of thing are you trying to achieve in that?
Incorporating air. So the base to our souffle is basically made with a roux, being equal parts butter and flour, and then that is incorporated over heat. We've made some up earlier just because it's a little bit quicker, and then incorporated over heat and cooked out. You really need to ensure that you cook the flour out of the dish, because come the final stage of folding in the egg whites, you really don't want that residual flour. We take our mix. This should be at room temperature, which is always good, and it should be nice and pliable and sort of nice and easy to work with once you add your egg whites.
Yeah. So
there we have some egg whites, well beaten. And then some basil leaves. This is the savoury,
right.
And I've just put in some whole leaves because it's just by the time it's actually reduced and cooked down. Mould, our souffle mould, which is generally crockery based, is best for the conduction of heat. And we've got our well combined souffle mix there.
Yeah.
Again, goat's cheese is in there. So we'll just pop that into our mould. Now we've lined our mould with a little bit of butter and a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
And you basically want to have enough quantity for each of your moulds to be filled most of the way to the top.
Yeah.
And then just shake that around. Now what's important with the souffle, obviously, you might find this is going to become quite a rustic souffle. You can actually make collars to keep them coming out nice and straight as displayed. So you would then cut some greaseproof paper around, stick it to the base of the mould with elastic band or something like that, something you can remove later. A little bit of grease or oil around the greaseproof paper just helps to rise in a nice uniform style. For our purpose today, we're going to keep it nice and rustic. Our finishing dish will be quite rustic, so
excellent.
And we need to cook our souffle in a water basin or a water bath. So I've got some water gently boiling here, a nice strong earthenware or glass Pyrex dish, about 1/3 of the way full. Remember to be very careful not to burn yourself. Our souffle goes in, and preheated oven 160 degrees, and around about 20 minutes is the cooking time for a savoury souffle. Put that in there. Okay, Bevan, our souffle is just about ready, as I said, quite rustic looking. It's starting to just get that nice crust and brown on top, which is always good.
Looking forward to it.
So we're just going to start plating up our accompaniment. Now, today you said, what you like and food to eat is the title of the show.
That's right.
So I've just put some stuff together and I'm just going to make a tower of stuff I really like to eat. So just sort of pre-moulded a couple of things. So we've got some spinach with some lightly fried garlic. Cured some salmon, which is basically just a nice portion of salmon.
And what have you cured that in, Chef?
That's just basically with salt, pepper and hot oil.
Oh, yum.
A bit of avocado just for a little bit of texture.
Yeah. Also gives that nice colour too, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our main ingredient obviously is goat's cheese, so we just wanted to give a little bit of a hint of the goat's cheese flavour.
Yeah.
We've used so many egg whites, we had plenty of egg yolks. And as I said, it's going to give the balance and a bit of dressing.
Still sort of semi-softed?
Absolutely.
So that's going to sort of break across as you...
Gently poached over the top,
fantastic.
And lovely colour. So we're sort of using a little for our dressing. With some balsamic glaze.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, that's good. That's just a reduction of balsamic, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah, with a tot of sugar. So our souffle is ready, nice and browned on the top.
Yeah,
got a little bit of height to it. As I said, it's quite rustic. You can smell that, start to smell that goat's cheese and parmesan. And so here we have our souffle. Got a nice little bit of height, nice and rustic. And we can slide in there. And just present with a little bit of cracked pepper to the side.
No.